here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. This fielded right at the goal line. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The first carry now for Tony Pollard.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Check, check. Lucky. Watch safety creep.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now Jones. He targets Ingram for another grab. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones escaping the pressure right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Well, now here's a deep shot that's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Down now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30. Yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Yeah, he'll find Hall. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
First down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw this time. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. This one complete, it's Isaiah Wright. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys! TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Jones on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 112 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. The first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this one to Galladay. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Just a yard to go here on second down. A final shot before break. Jones rolling to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Jones steps away to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, 15 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the first. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Prescott to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. If on Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he's got this down to the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jones throw on target to Shepard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
6 guys. Check 6. Check 3.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 17. I'm coming for you.
Prescott. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 1st down, Pollard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Dak. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
Mike 17. Double dog. That's the way. 17's Mike 17.
Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the